at Blockbuster every morning. I'd go get like a new couple movies, bring them back, start cruising through it. Yeah, and get my Starbucks, just be chilling, whatever. And that was on my off days. The other days I'd be doing construction. So then my phone rang. I started working again. Worked with this dude for a while as a producer, as a really good producer. Taught me a lot. And then yeah, from there, I mean, I probably met you shortly after. We did it
because I was looking for somebody awesome, and our mutual friend Tristan Drew was like, I got a guy who's the fucking best, and literally he was like, hustler, naturally born to produce shit, and I was like, great, funny. And I was like, does he know what these budgets are?
But is he funny?
Yeah, exactly. But does he dance? So when we met, I was like, oh my god. And I remember telling Tristan, like probably 2 days afterwards, I was like, this guy's too good. Like
Stop
he's gonna,
it.
I swear to God. And so I go, he's gonna be gone. Cause I've done so many independent films where there isn't a lot of people who are actually good, physically good at their job.
Right.
And when they are, they're fucking gone. And I know it. So I'm like, oh man. I remember saying, one, I told Tristan to hire you. I was like, you better fucking sign this guy because he's going to be huge or whatever. And I was like, or hopefully my movies blow up and I'm doing huge studio movies. And I was like, I'm taking it. So either way, somebody's got to snatch this guy up. You and I did a few films together, and you were, dude.
It was so fun.
It was a blast. You were incredible, and are to this day the best producer I've worked with.
Oh,
and we've
thanks.
and we've obviously stayed
I got to
close
take my
friends over the
team.
years.
Like I had my team there. I was like, it was
same
good.
team that you have here to this
Currently,
day.
yeah.
But I remember saying, dude, he's too good. I mean. Gone. And you were gone. And then I remember you called me one day and you said, hey man, I'm thinking about starting my own company. What do you think of this? And I think we had dinner somewhere or went to lunch or something.
I'm pretty sure like Hooters. I think it was a Hooters day.
I think it was a Hooters. We used to go to Hooters a lot. Yeah, huge fan of the wings. Yeah, huge fan. I still love.
Do you want
Hooters
some wings and a pitcher? All right, let's go to Hooters.
God, it was always the wings and a pitcher.
Yeah,
and then you were like, hey man, I think I can do this, and I was like, yeah, you can, and you should. So you open up your own company, you branch out and spread your wings.
Yeah. So my friend Luga had started this company like as a senior thesis.
Yeah.
With a couple other buddies, and he had been doing stuff. He signed Hannah like 2009 or something.
We're talking about Hannah Lex Davis for the audience, biggest female producer, director.
Yeah.
In videos now, I would say
she does that.
Yeah, she's the biggest.
She does a good job.
Yeah,
she's fucking crazy talented. It's gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. I also do her.
Yeah. Fun fact, I also do her.
So he had started this company and we had been friends, and I had been sending him my Excel spreadsheets that I made because he was like, well, what the fuck do I do? And I'm like, here's what I do, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of like kept in touch through a mutual friend who had introduced us. I started producing for him, and then I started producing more for him. I had started producing for Hannah because I was like, hey, that girl's really talented. I'd like to work with her. In 2011, one job came along. And then I felt like I was like at Leonard Alley all the time, like doing stuff. Yeah. And so eventually I was like, yo, let's
partner up.
Let's just make this like,
let's partner up.
Let's be in it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have some skin in the game.
Yeah, skin in the game, our own money.
So we how
tough was that from the get go?
I mean, it wasn't about how tough, like getting things moving wasn't hard. We signed a director, Colin Tilley.
Yep. One of the best there is.
Yeah, that was in 2012.
He does all of Kendrick Lamar's videos. Yeah, he's a talented guy. He does everybody.
Done everyone. But he just did the new Britney Spears. He did he's done a ton.
Yeah.
And I remember when he came over, we were just like, okay, cool. We have me and Luke were just like, dude, we have all the parts to make this something rad. And I know you're cool and I'm cool and our people are cool.
Yeah. How do we make that financially successful?
How do we make money at that?
At being cool.
Yeah, and we were working out of his apartment at the time, end of 2012, and at a table this size. It was 9 or 10 of us sitting around it. And
inside the apartment?
Yeah, inside the apartment. And at one point I was just like, yo, we were talking, we're like, dude, we got to get an office. We have to get an office.
You can't keep inviting people over to your apartment.
No. So we were, and it was when we signed Colin, we were like, dude, let's go get this office. We got to go look at places. So we started looking at places. We found an office. This is actually our original production table.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Was this in the apartment?
This wasn't in the apartment. We had this built for the office that was our production. All the videos that we did from 2013 till 15, I would say, were on this table. Like,
look at that.
Everyone was on this table. It's crazy.
And you know the next place this table is going? The Smithsonian Museum.
What?
or Uranus. But more than like the Smithsonian Museum.
No,
no, it's not going to Smithsonian.
Not at all.
No.
We're gonna burn it.
You're going to burn it.
Yeah.
You're going to burn it. How were you guys financially successful in the first year?
Yes. So the first year we had to be, because I was giving up being freelance. I was doing really well. Like we were working together. Like
you were crushing because everybody wanted you.
Yeah.
So, and that was once you have a good producer, everybody wants you, and it's like
it was like I was getting frustrated turning down good jobs because I was on another job. You know,
right.
like I was doing like a commercial here, a commercial there, and I would miss like an Eminem video, or I would, you know what I mean? It's I was like, oh fuck this shit. So that at a certain point I was like, man, I want to choose, or at least be a part of all these videos. Like there's a way that
there's a way
you
to
can
do
funnel it.
Yeah.
I'm being called for them. So that was one of the things that like we started doing right when we got together and put this like, into the real world. And so the first year was I was producing every job basically.
Right.
So I mean I must have done 50 or 60 jobs that year, just producing
Holy
every
shit.
single job. I was like, I lost my brains. 2013, 2014 were so busy. It was like hard to be an EP.
Yeah.
You kind of like, I was just producing and producing and producing. It was like one
over and over. And by the way, for the audience at home, these music video shoots are fucking brutal.
Oh, dude.
They're what? Sometimes you'll go a full 24 hours in a row, right?
And these were like cash money music videos. So it was like a lot of
small, like
it was tough.
The budget
and like you talk about that box. There's a point when the box gets too small.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, but I'm supposed to shoot Nikki in 1 hour and she's in 3 scenes.
Yeah. The artists want you to, man, I want fire, I want alligators, I want fucking cars,
and you're like, hey, show up to a lit set with music playing. Lil Wayne, he needs his like skate ramp there, so he can just like skate around and then like skate on the set and do a couple verses and bounce. Like that's
his idea of a long day
for Slim and Birdman, because they might show up.
Sure,
maybe.
And that's a hard maybe.
And if they do show up,
yep.
You know what I mean? So you get a cool insert.
Of just yep, and that's it.
But they're on a boat.
I know.
Yeah, I know. He just wants to do this.
He just wants to do that with his hand. What's
in a warehouse?
Is it sanitizer? Does he have sanitizer?
Yeah,
is Birdman using sanitizer?
It's sanitizer with a blunt in the middle.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. He's just rolling it, and then eventually he's just like, no, I'm gonna put that out. I don't smoke drugs.
I don't smoke drugs.
I don't do drugs. I don't smoke them.
Yeah.
So he, so that was like a crazy couple of years. That was the way we were able to be financially like successful. Yeah.
But it also probably built your brand too. Like totally. You guys did every fucking video. So literally everybody was like, God damn, it seems like every video is coming out of London Alley. Yeah. So in a way, even though you probably took 10 years off your life.
I'm dying. I'm literally dying in 45.
You'll be lucky to make it through this interview.
Yeah. There's a small. I did take drugs before this.
You took the mind enhancers.
I know. I can hear your hairs in your eyebrows.
I know. It's frequency. You can hear the frequency in the air. But that built your brand, I think.
Yeah. So that started really kind of catapulting things, I think, and you know it gave us a really good opportunity. While the Cash Money artists and like the people we were working with at the time are really difficult to work with, they're also they let directors go with what they want, treatment wise. Like they'll let them like do something cool and creative, as long as like what the artist is doing, they can walk into it, be like, oh, let's do this, and then bounce. If you can promise that, you get away with a lot. So we were able to give cool opportunities to newer directors, like Hannah Lux Davis. Ends up working with Lil Wayne, Drake, and Future.
Sure.
On this "Love Me" video.
Yeah.
Bitches love me.
My bitches love me.
Yeah, that's the one.
My bitches love me.
And when she had a phone call with Lil Wayne, I remember we were like waiting for the phone call with Lil Wayne. She's like holding her phone. She's just so nervous. She's like, oh my God. At every phone call. Yeah. So then like someone pretended to like be Lil Wayne. Called from an unknown number, like blocked their number.
And then was like, hey.
She's like, hello. And they're like, hey, it's Lil Wayne. She's like, oh my God, hi.
No.
Yeah. And then immediate laughter, and it was over. But
oh God! What if you did a full conversation?
Hey, we like that. You want to go on a date?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
So anyway, so we were able to give good opportunities like that. You know, like for example, that job she had Future, Drake, and Lil Wayne. So Future was with Sierra at the time. Sierra comes to set, loves what she's seeing, loves Hannah.
Right.
Hey, I want you to do my I Bet video I Bet. With Nicki Minaj.
You're a huge Sierra fan.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, huge.
Because of Russell Wilson.
I know.
So Seahawks fan. So
yeah,
die-head. So she meets Sierra on that set, does Sierra's video with Nicki Minaj, meets Nicki Minaj on that set, does Nicki Minaj's video, this tap out video with like, Lil Wayne and all in Future again, and Paris Hilton. She meets Paris Hilton. They hit it off. She does Paris Hilton's like couple videos. Yep. Then now they're buddies. So it's like the progression starts from like one little thing, and those opportunities were given to us by Cash Money. So I'm forever.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know Paris Hilton's on Cash Money.
She was,
which would shock your mind.
She might still be. I don't know.
I think she is. She's just DJing.
She's.
But when she signed that deal, I was like, wait, what? You're Cash Money? Like,
wait a minute.
Come on.
And we had to put Birdman in the video.
Of course, rolling his hands.
Yeah.
You got to sanitize.
That happened.
You got to sanitize.
You don't want to get sick.
No.
One time we were shooting in downtown LA. It was a Jay Sean video, and Birdman wanted to come to the set. So, and we're like, okay, we're literally shooting at Skid Row. And
by the way, because directors love it.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, it's so gritty.
It's fucking
real.
Organic,
it's real. You're on the streets.
Yeah, I'm hiring this homeless man as a PA too. But don't give him food because they could sue.
No,
and they will.
I know they will.
So he comes out. He comes out to set and he's like, remember he gets to set and he starts yelling at the commissioner. He's like, man, why you bring me down to Skid Row? You got tuberculosis. There's tuberculosis everywhere. He's like going off and he keeps saying tuberculosis, and I'm losing it. I'm like in the back like. He's saying that,
and he owns a record label,
and just yelling about tuberculosis. I was like, oh man, this is the best situation I've ever been in such being faced with such adversity from another person
on Skid Row.
I was just laughing so hard.
And you're probably in your 19th hour of
it was
the day.
And we're going into overtime just to shoot him rubbing hands on a bed somewhere. It's like so dumb. I think he ended up leaving because he's like, nah, man, I don't want to get sick. And he's like, peace.
You're kidding me.
No,
he's allergic to homelessness.
Yeah, it was great.
A lot of people are allergic to homelessness. What's the craziest story you've ever encountered on a set? Because you've got a lot of them.
Do you remember when Lil Wayne had his seizures? Mm-hmm. That was on the way to my set.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So we were shooting. It was a big video. It was.
They just shut down? You guys just shut down?
Yeah. So we had like 9 artists on that job or so. I mean, it was just something. Stu was like, it was the one with Paris Hilton and Future and Birdman and Slim were there.
You know what?
And Lil Wayne
we texted each other that night.
I was like,
that's
yo.
right. And I was like, hey.
I was like,
were you doing that video? And you're like, I'm here right now. I was like, yeah.
So
that was a lot of money too.
A ton. And we had like 10 or 11 trailers on that job alone. I mean, it was like crazy. Nikki was there. I mean, it was like everybody. So all of Cash Money was there for this job at this mansion, this miserable mansion in the hills. And then all of a sudden I see like a bunch of people just jet out of their trailers and off set.
Right.
No explanation. They just start running. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening right now?
They were going to Cedars, weren't they?
They all left and went to the hospital. And we're all just like, what do we shoot right now? I don't know what to shoot. Are we going to do something?
So who told you? Who was the one who came up and told you?
The commissioner finally came and was like, I guess, Lil Wayne had a like seizure. And he's in the hospital, and like he's not conscious, and like his mom's flying in.
Yeah, because on TMZ, by the way, I don't know if you remember, but they had said that they called somebody in to read him his last rites, and that it was over. And I remember like Eminem flying out, and I was like, shit! If Eminem flies out, because you don't see Eminem,
He doesn't get on airplanes.
No, he doesn't do. I don't know what he does. You don't see him.
He is in Detroit. He's part of Detroit.
Yeah,
I think he's actually a dilapidated building.
He's sewn into 8 Mile.
He's like a cement group.
Yeah. It's so when I saw him fly out, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking die.
It's real. And then you're like, I'm gonna text Brandon.
I was like, hey, Brandon, is he gonna die? And you're like,
yeah, I think he's gonna die.
I think he's gonna die.
I think he's out.
We had a whole consensus. I was like, he's gonna die.
And then too bad.
Then he lived.
He lived. So obviously we didn't finish our shoot.
Yeah,
because we're like, okay, well, we're missing a ton of shit. So they were like, let's add a day. We'll shoot it in Miami.
Perfect.
It'll be totally the same.
Yeah.
So we go into Miami and we finish that job. And if you watch that video, you can kind of, I think we did a good job of like melding it, or Hannah did a good job.
What was the name of the video?
Tap Out. Yeah. And that was the job that he. That was probably one of the craziest situations. I mean, there's been other like politically crazy situations where it's like, oh, which ego do you massage first?
Sure.
Which happened on every job, but like even on Bang Bang, it was like Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, and Jessie J. Mm-hmm. There was like all this tension of who do you go up to first, and who do you like? I'm sure Hannah will tell the
Who
story.
leaves the trailer first?
Yeah, like if someone's late, now all of a sudden, why is my artist waiting when this person's late? And like,
And what do you tell each other? Because you can't say, oh, their schedule. It's like, motherfucker, all their schedules are busy.
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So so that was a kind of a crazy one. I remember in the edit. So we shot. It was always kind of pitched as like Jesse J's video and then 2 featured artists.
Sure.
And then
the way it turned out to be
totally different. So we shot a full day with Jesse J.
Right.
All the exterior stuff, all that shit. We shot a full day. Shot an extra setup that's not even in that video, because we shot the second day with one setup with Ariana Grande, one setup with Nicki Minaj, and then a setup with all 3 of them.
Right.
And then in the edit, they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, this is really, it was a 6-day turnaround, by the way, from shooting to final edit.
You're kidding.
And if you look at that video, there's an effect shot on every shot.
Because
that was a New York backlot that we had. We had buildings down the street that were all effects.
Who didn't sleep for those 6 days? Yeah.
Guilty.
Boom.
I was at 3 a.m. I'm going back and forth, downloading effect shots, giving notes, sending it back, waking up every 2 hours to like get notes and give notes.
Jesus.
So we cut that video, and while we're cutting, we get like, hey, just want to make sure it's clear that this is all 3 of their videos, and it's got to be equal time, like to the second in the edit.
Oh boy!
And Hannah's like, I shot an extra day,
yeah,
like a full day with someone.
Yeah.
So
what am I supposed to tell them about that?
Yeah,
and that thing.
So that was like, that's one of those situations where you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
You don't notice it from the edit now. Like when you watch it now, you're like,
oh yeah, okay. yeah.
And like, by the way, one of my favorite things on that is that build, that helicopter pad build. I've had people come to me like, dude, what rooftop was that? And I'm like, that was a stage. That was a stage, bitch.
Stage. I did that. I produced
build, and we had just black hanging around everybody, and then we put the buildings in.
And that was nominated, right?
That was nominated, for like best group video or best collaboration or something like that.
Yeah.